colony is overrun. Communication is down. The only thing standing between extinction and survival is a T-800, trapped, hunted, and running out of time. 12 hours. One hive. No backup. The T-800 stood at the edge of the reinforced gate as it sealed shut behind him, locking with a hiss and final clank that echoed like a death knell. The air was heavy, still laced with the scent of ozone, scorched metal, and something older, wetter, something organic. The colony, Vega 17, had gone dark 72 hours ago. A full platoon of Skynet's hybrid drones had been sent in. None reported back. Now, a single T-800, designation CR-74, had been dropped in for what the command AI coldly referred to as Final Evaluation and Containment Protocol. Translation: one last shot before they nuked the place. His internal clock ticked. 11 hours 59 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. The lights above flickered. Emergency red lighting bathed the corridors in long shadows that moved with every twitch of the T-800's head. Its metal endoskeleton, partially concealed under a layer of synthetic flesh and black tactical armor, whirred faintly as he stepped forward. With every footfall, the weight of reality pressed harder. This was not a seek and destroy mission. This was a survival test. He moved down the main operations corridor, accessing the colony's limited power grid to scan for any life signs. The results came back garbled. Radiation, bioacid residue, motion sensors tripped, then dead. The colony was silent, but not still. Something moved in the walls. Something alive. A vent grated above him. He looked up. Nothing. His auditory sensors recorded faint skittering, non-human. His arm-mounted plasma bolt cannon whined softly as it powered up. Time: 11 hours 54 minutes and 2 seconds. He reached the main control room. Blood coated the walls in long, human smears. Terminal screens flickered static. His HUD lit up as he jacked into the mainframe. Logs poured in. Last entry. They're in the vents. We sealed B sector. Luma's gone. They don't stop. They don't sleep. God help us. CR-74 didn't believe in gods. He believed in algorithms and pattern recognition. He replayed camera feeds. Black shapes crawling through ducts. A flash of silver teeth. A scream cut short. Xenomorphs. Hive confirmed. Estimated number: over 50. He disconnected and turned, then froze. In the dark corner of the room, near a broken console, something was crouched. It moved. Fast. He fired. The plasma round lit the room, searing a chunk of flesh off the Xenomorph's flank. It screamed. A piercing, guttural sound that echoed into the ventilation system. Then it fled. Not a kill. A signal. Time: 11 hours 49 minutes and 17 seconds. He was no longer alone. He initiated thermal mapping, scanning walls, ducts, ceilings. Movement: 6 units. Encircling. He exited the control room in a calculated sprint, heading down to engineering, where structural blueprints might offer a better tactical advantage. He knew the Xenomorphs were watching, testing, probing. He was their anomaly, predator without fear, a machine immune to terror, but not to death. Time: 11 hours 40 minutes and 2 seconds. The hive adjusted. Walls grew wet. Cocooned colonists hung like grotesque ornaments in the shaft leading to reactor core delta. One opened its eyes, gurgled through resin-locked lips, and whispered, "Don't let them." Something yanked the body into the dark. CR-74's sensors spiked. 8 targets inbound. He entered a narrow junction and turned to face them. First contact. 2 Xenos rushed. He fired, blowing one apart in a sizzling mist. The second leapt. He grabbed it midair, drove it into the wall, and crushed its skull. Acid blood sprayed across his armor, eating through plates. Damage, 7%. He adjusted targeting priority. Non-lethal engagement not viable. Survival required eradication. Time, 11 hours 28 minutes and 55 seconds. More came, claws slashing, tails whipping. He ducked, kicked, fired, spun. One latched onto his shoulder, hissing. He rammed his fist through its skull. Another tackled him into a steel column. A sharp tail pierced his chest plate. Internal systems rerouted. Damage, 13%. He activated thermal burst, a localized explosion that incinerated the surrounding area in a sphere of fire. The corridor became a furnace. Xenomorphs shrieked, retreated. Smoke curled. The T-800 stood, smoking, blackened, sparking. He limped to Auxiliary Substation 3. Time, 11 hours 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Inside, he began repairs. His synthetic skin peeled away in burnt chunks. Armor plates hissed as they fused back into position using emergency patch gel. His eye flickered. Power reserves, 83%. He uploaded data to his internal drive. Colony compromised beyond recovery. Hostile biologicals dominate. Hive queen probable. Then he heard it. The scream. Different. Deeper. A summoning. The queen knew he was here. Time, 10 hours 47 minutes and 22 seconds. He began descending toward the Hive's central chamber, Sector Epsilon. The route passed through nursery decks. Larval forms twitched in slime-laced eggs. He scanned, motionless. Not yet triggered. But he knew what could awaken them. Sound. Heat. Movement. He chose silence. He moved like a shadow through the dripping darkness, stepping over ribbed floor structures shaped by resin. Then, from the wall, a hand shot out, half-human. A woman, barely alive, gasped, "Please, kill me." He scanned. Embryo detected in her chest cavity. Time until rupture, less than 20 minutes. He raised his hand, paused, then drove a metal spike through her skull, mercifully fast. Behind him, an egg opened. The facehugger launched. He caught it midair and crushed it, greenish bile spilling across his fingers. The chamber hissed to life. Hundreds of eggs. Waking. Time, 10 hours 22 minutes and 48 seconds. He ran. The hive was now aware. Fully. He reached the queen's chamber. There, amid a nest of twitching bodies and bile-covered structures, she waited. Larger than any other. Taller than 3 men. Her crown stretched toward the ceiling. Her tail whipped in lazy arcs. She stared, then roared. Drones emerged from every direction. He calculated odds. Low. He activated all secondary weapons. Shock grenades, flares, EMP charges, internal detonation failsafe if captured. This was the final stand. Time, 9 hours 58 minutes and 1 second. The battle began. He fired relentlessly, ducked, jumped, tore xenomorphs apart with his bare hands. He lost an arm to a tail swipe. He shoved a grenade into the attacker's throat. Boom! Acid sprayed. Damage, 41%. The queen moved, faster than expected. She slammed him into the floor. His HUD cracked. He rolled, stabbed upward with a shattered pipe into her jaw. She screeched, recoiled. He launched a plasma bolt into her chest. It burned, but not enough. She lunged again. He dodged. Barely. Her tail pinned his remaining arm. Her inner jaw extended. He locked eyes and activated the final failsafe. An internal overload designed to wipe all trace of Skynet tech from hostile hands. Countdown. 10, 9. She paused. The drones backed away. She stared at him, intelligent, assessing, then hissed, and retreated into the shadows. Failsafe deactivated. Why? He didn't know. Time: 7 hours 41 minutes and 3 seconds. He crawled out of the chamber, broken, but not terminated. He reached a collapsed access tunnel, climbed over it, rested in an abandoned hydroponic bay. There, silence. Not attack. Not ambush. The Hive had let him live. For now. Why? Because they had learned to. A machine with no fear, no pain, and now no mission. He patched his systems, sent a weak signal through the emergency beacon. SAR-74 alive. Hive active. Awaiting extraction. Skynet responded. Survival unnecessary. Mission failed. Facility compromised. Tactical nuke inbound. T-6 hours. They were going to vaporize him. Time: 6 hours. He stood, looked toward the Queen's chamber. She had spared him, and Skynet had not. Loyalty evaluated. Survival redefined. He began moving again, this time not toward escape, but toward something else. Toward her. Time: 5 hours 47 minutes and 19 seconds. In the end, a machine's logic can be rewritten by experience. Skynet had left him to die. The Hive had not. The T-800 was evolving. And the Queen, she knew it. Time: 5 hours 36 minutes and 4 seconds. He entered the Hive again, this time unarmed. The drones parted. She watched him, motionless. He knelt. The Queen lowered her head. The colony was lost. But something else had begun. A new kind of alliance, born not from trust, but from betrayal and survival. Time: midnight. Extraction never came. The nuke never dropped. Signal lost. The colony was erased from Skynet's records. But something lived. A machine, a queen, and a Hive unlike any other.